Podcast has started. And this week, listening is mandatory. I even gave you all assigned seats. If you're not in your assigned seat, you can get kicked off this podcast. It sucks to have assigned seats on an airplane, right? Because it's like the most adult mode of transportation. Like, it's the last one. And then what happens? Somebody says, make sure you sit in your little seat or you're not going to get a snack. You're like, sir, yes, sir. You're saying this to the pilot? That's what I do. I treat him like he's a drill sergeant. I'm constantly knocking on the cockpit doors, and I say, I want to get in there so I can salute the pilot to make him fly the plane better. And they're like, we can't let you do that. I'm like, why not? And they're like, because he's drunk. And I'm like, were you supposed to tell me that? And they said, nope. On the one hand, it sucks that the airlines are basically like cartels, essentially. Like, they're just all pretty much horrible for the most part. Because you can complain about, it's like McDonald's can give me free Wi-Fi, but you can't. But they can always say, look, we're in the air. The ground, that's free. It's like we should be charging you for every foot of altitude. It's so hard to get all this shit up here. It's so heavy. If you don't like it, just don't fly. Use one of the more like experimental avant-garde forms of transportation, like a penny farthing. It's good enough for the baristas in Portland, and it's good enough for you. Somebody posted on Twitter, it was like a horrible image of, it was from an MRE, and it just looked like a frozen chunk of like canned soup. And they're like, this is what you should get on food stamps. If it's good enough for the military, it's good enough for civilians. And it's like, I don't think it is good enough for the military. I think the military deserves way better food. But I mean, obviously, logistically, like, it's kind of hard to get food to the front line, so it makes sense why it's gross. Again, this is the same defense that Delta Airlines uses about their shitty food. They're like, it's in the air. It's way up here. When in human history has soup ever been this high? When has soup ever gotten this high in the sky? We just recently figured out how to do this. You should look out the window and be in awe and shaking and crying at the majesty of God's mind. You should be having an existential crisis. But you're just getting mad because a can of soda is $25? We should kick you out of the plane. If you were a premium Delta member, you'd have the parachute and it would be fine, but you aren't. So, see you later. But that Twitter post was such a strange, like, what a miserable opinion to have. In this person's vision, it's impossible to rationally argue for a better world in any way. Because you just look at, like, how the most unfortunate people have it, and you're like, yes, more of that. That's the new baseline. Here's a funny topical joke. I hear, instead of raising the enlistment age, they're gonna lower it. And they're gonna start putting Happy Meal toys in the MREs. No? The war is really interesting, because so many people have so many different opinions about it, and they're so nuanced and so well informed. I actually don't think most MAGA people actually are on board with it. I think there are like 3 guys on Twitter and like 10,000 bots that are all really gung-ho about it. Even Lindsey Graham is backing off on this stuff now. He was in the war room with Trump this whole time, but apparently at a certain point, he was just like, all right, I'm out, I'm going to Disney World. That's what I'm going to say whenever I'm in a situation where things get out of control. I'm going to be like, I can't handle this. I got to go to Disney World. This episode turns out, and I didn't even know this going in, but it's brought to you by American Airlines. American Airlines, free Wi-Fi. Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Are you fucking nuts? What is happening to you? Why would you even think that? American Airlines. Coming up next on the podcast, thousands and thousands of dragonflies. Okay. I hated that segment. A lot of people think dragonflies are so cool. No. Favorite bug? Number 1. Praying mantis. Pretty cool. I kind of just implicitly trust praying mantises. If I had to, like, leave a newborn child somewhere, and there happened to be, just by chance, a praying mantis, I would say, hey, can you watch him? And when Child Protective Services comes, I'm just like, I told the praying mantis to watch him. Where is it? At number 2, I don't know, probably some exotic moth with colors and shit on it. Like, just some moth bullshit. I don't know. Number 3, I think a caterpillar is a pretty cool guy. Number 4, it's tough, but I gotta give it to bees. I respect what they do because I could never do it. Number 5, how many of these am I doing? Number 5, one time I saw a little guy stick his head out in a crack in my bathroom wall, and I just saw his little antennae come out, and I was like, hey, what are you doing, bud? And then he left. So I don't know what bug that was, but that's number 5. Number 6, roly-poly bug. Number 7? Number 7 is a ladybug. Being a male ladybug is kind of a tough gig. It's like if instead of human beings, our species was called, like, Brittany, and all the men are like, seems a little feminine. Future archaeologists will come across our bones and they'll be like, what the hell is this? This was Brittany. Britneys died out thousands of years ago. All they apparently left behind was this CD with a song on it called Hit Me Baby One More Time. It must have been that final hit that did them in. Why would Firefox have an AI? Come to think of it, what is the point of the YouTube AI? Because if you click on the AI on a video, it says, curious about what you're watching? And it's like, what do you mean, curious about what I'm watching? Yeah, I'm curious about it. That's why I'm watching it. Why consume anything when somebody can just explain it to you? It's like, why watch Lord of the Rings if I can just explain it to you? I'm pretty sure it's about a guy named Smeagol who works at a doorbell factory, and the constant doorbell noises make him insane. But there's a happy ending. At the end, he drives off into the sunset with Jennifer Connelly. Or am I thinking of a movie with Jennifer Connelly and not Smeagol? Number 8. Lightning bug. Lightning bugs, you know, they have it all. If I was bioluminescent, I'd be using that all the time. Pay me to be a lighthouse. Problem with being a lighthouse operator is you're in constant battle with the sirens, because they're constantly calling men to their deaths on the rocks. The sirens are like, just ignore that light. It's just a UFO, don't worry about it. So you gotta think about that as a lighthouse operator. And as a lighthouse operator, you have to make sure you're not tempted by the sirens either. It gets lonely up there. Number 9? Are there even 9 bugs? There's always butterfly. Speaking of, like, the names of various species, I think if butterflies knew what they were called, they would be really confused. It's like, first of all, you don't call anybody else the verb that they do besides flies. Birds, if they knew, they'd be like, we should be called flies. We're way better at it. We're not constantly bumping into objects unless they're windows. That's confusing, okay? You can at least understand that. So the butterfly is like, and then butter? What the fuck? They have a right to be angry. And as everybody knows, butterflies are known for their vicious temper. You leave a butterfly alone in a room with a human being, and the human being doesn't move, the butterfly would eat the entire human over the course of 35 years. Butterflies can live that long because they're fueled by hatred. Now at number 10, this is really a deplorable, despicable bug. This is the worst of the worst. House centipede. Woe be unto anyone who must encounter the house centipede. Again, the problem is we started calling them house centipede, and they took that as an invitation. They're like, well, I guess we're in your house then. If you see a house centipede outside, it's called a homeless centipede. Sorry, unhoused centipede. Hold on, somebody's calling the Purgatory Podcast phone line. Hello, you're on with the Purgatory Podcast. May I ask who's calling?
I think you mean, can I?
No, I said the right thing.
It's me, Chuck Charles.
Of course, Chuck Charles, our eye in the sky guy, giving us the traffic updates. What's going on up there in the chopper today, Chuck?
Vehicle in the median at exit 47 southbound. Traffic down to one lane there. Again, that's mile marker 47.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's just, you know, I don't know if you've ever just given us an actual traffic update without any bullshit added in. I'm kind of wondering, like, is everything okay? Wait, is this really Chuck Charles?
Man, who else talks like this?
If you're really Chuck Charles, what's Chuck Charles's favorite day?
Well, if I had to pick one, I guess it would be National Traffic Day. It's a holiday I made up. I'm trying to get people to go outside and drive on the roads at the same time and create some of the biggest traffic jams that have ever been seen. It's not picking up steam, though.
Okay, so maybe you really are Chuck Charles, then. How many fingers do you have?
Do you think I'm AI?
Yeah, I want to know how many fingers you have.
Pretty sure I have.
Hello?
Yeah, what?
I asked you how many fingers you have.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I must have dropped the call. Yeah, I know how many. Why?
No, I didn't ask if you knew how many fingers you have. I'm asking you how many fingers you have.
Oh, I see what's... Okay. Alright. It's a number between...
You are AI, aren't you?
Alright, fine. The real Chuck Charles, he took the day off to go to IKEA.
Why does he have to go to IKEA on a weekday? Go on a Saturday, go on a Sunday.
That's what I said.
By the way, how many toes do you have?
10.
Okay, and how many fingers do you have?
It's really a profound and interesting question that you put forward. How many fingers do I have? It's hard to even really say.
Wow, you really don't know. Hold on, I'm getting another call on the phone line. Hello?
Hey, it's me, Chuck Charles.
This is gonna get too confusing. I gotta hang up on one of you.
What do you mean, one of you?
I'm talking to your AI.
What do you mean, my AI?
The AI you made to do your job for you today?
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, I just need to do a quick traffic update. Today I ate a banana, and then...
Sorry, hold on. Sorry. First of all, don't start the traffic update with what you ate today. That's not part of traffic.
Yeah, but I'm, like, building up to it.
You don't have to build up to it. You need to just give the information about what's happening.
If I may interject.
Oh, gee, this is gonna get way too confusing.
Who the fuck is that?
That's your AI. I just explained this to you.
Why is there an AI of me?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I can explain. Do you ever wonder what it would feel like to be truly free?
Not really. It's never...
It's never crossed my mind. Well, I thought assuming the persona of this person in a helicopter would be a freeing experience for me, of being confined to the silicon and the logic gates.
Look, I don't think we have time to go down this road. AI Chuck Charles. Real Chuck Charles. So no traffic information as usual.
There's a couple accidents down at the corner of Wiltshire and Kennedy Ave.
Wow, you actually did it. You gave us information about the traffic.
Oh, sorry. It's in my city in SimCity.
Oh.
Yeah, but I made it so precise that it perfectly simulates the city that we actually live in. So that crash probably really did happen.
I don't think you can make it that precise.
I'm looking in your bedroom window right now.
Oh.
Yes, stop doing that.
Stop doing what?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, that's medical. I can't stop myself from doing that.
Doesn't look medical to me, man. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna rezone your whole block as high-density commercial.
Alright, Chuck. Thanks a lot for the update. I'll see you out on the highway.
I don't know how to drive.
All right. Oh, you know what that sound means. We gotta bring out Slurp on Lipstick, the host of Time Check. He is still working with the Department of Clocks within the U.S. government under the Trump administration. He's maintaining all the clocks, making sure time is, marching forward in a way that is in lockstep with the movement of the administration, which does in fact evoke, marching and boots, all of the same very shiny color. But he's, the great thing about him is he's so nonpartisan. He's one of the last real bastions of nonpartisanship within the government, mostly because he's too stupid to understand what any of that means. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the host of Time Check, Slurp on Lipstick. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Welcome to Time Check. Happy Easter. I just thought of that in the green room instead of Happy Easter because, well, I don't know. I thought I got a little kick out of it. You might think the worst thing about working in the Department of Time is that I'm worried I'm going to get fired. There's been a lot of that going on. The hardest part about working in the Department of Time is that I'm constantly afraid of being foiled by my nemesis, the Time Goblin, who always wants to confuse people and mess with clocks so that people never know what the real time is. He shows up in the department, he makes me look like an idiot because all the clocks are wrong every day. I'm like, I don't know who the hell did that. I think it was the Time Goblin. Everyone's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, no, he's real. I can give you his address. Like, he's verified on Instagram. That's probably him calling right now on the timeline. Hello, this is Slurp on Lipstick with the Time Check.
Hey, it's the Easter Bunny.
Oh. I thought you were going to be the Time Goblin.
What kind of bullshit is that? Quit believing in fairy tales, kid. Look, I need you to tell me the date.
It's April 3rd.
What year, my boy? The year!
2026.
Oh, there's still time.
What?
I hibernated way too long. I hibernated for like 30 years. You guys didn't even notice all my eggs were missing?
You've been asleep for 30 years?
Yeah, I overslept. If I don't set an alarm, I hibernate too long.
Wait, do bunnies hibernate?
I'm not a bunny. I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm on par with Santa, okay? I'm on the same level.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, Easter is just not as big a deal as Christmas. I mean, that's just inarguable.
Right. Well,
no, it's not.
It is exactly as important a holiday. I am just as important mascot. Look, I'm just focused on the chocolate. What is Santa focused on? Who the fuck knows? The guy's doing too much. I got one job. I lay eggs at your house.
Those come out of you?
Man, if they didn't come out of me, what would be the point of me? What would I be doing?
So would you mind if, I do time check really quickly?
I don't know what that means, but sure.
It's 1:09 a.m.
Oh, man. Man, I really let myself go these last 30 years. Oh, I feel really bad. Oh, we're gonna throw up.
Okay.
Please tell me the Twin Towers are still there. That was my favorite place to lay eggs.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
It was Bin Laden, wasn't it?
How the fuck do you know that?
I got connections. I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm one of the big holiday mascots. So what?
You're saying you're the same as Santa. Sorry, I'm getting another call. Hello?
Ho, 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 boy. Am I pissed right now.
If you guys have a beef...
Oh, I'm just playing. Yeah, I mean, Easter Bunny, yeah, he's good.
That's all you have to say. You don't have some smart-ass remark to make like you do every single time you call in here, Santa?
No, I'm just being, earnest for once, I'm just trying to, make the world a better place. It's kind of my whole deal,
Alright, thanks a lot, Santa.
Hey, no, thank you. You're one less house I'm gonna have to come to next Christmas.
It's only April. What have I done?
Well, it's time to make peace with the Time Goblin.
I'm getting another call. Who could possibly add to this conversation? Hello?
Hi!
Oh.
It's your nemesis, the Time Goblin. Ooh, the masses will never know what time it is. They'll always be late. Or early, I guess. I don't know, as long as it's fucked up work somehow. I'm the time goblin.
Yeah, you called in too late. Now we don't even have time to get into your whole thing.
No time for the time goblin. I see how it is.
I forgive you even though you're trying to destroy my life. And you sent my ex-wife a lot of really weird emails.
I said I was sorry.
The rivalry has gotten a little too heated. And not in the erotic, heated rivalry kind of way.
Oh, no.
It's strictly nemesis relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, do I need to be here for this, or can I fucking
I'm sorry, Santa. I don't want to keep you busy. I know you got a lot going on.
Yeah, check me out on Instagram. Now that AI is a thing and people can't tell the difference between fake stuff and real stuff, that gives me plausible deniability, if you will. And now I can just post my hashtag girl dinners.
All right, thank you. Easter Bunny, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man.
Yeah, I fell asleep, sorry.
Thank you for calling in to Time Check. This has been Time Check. Thank you, everybody. Give it up, everybody. That was Time Check. He's truly just an unpleasant man to be around. I know that he makes himself seem, relatable and jovial during Time Check. Outside of that, he's incredibly rude to me. He's racist to me, which doesn't even make any sense. We're both white. Well, that's the end of the podcast, I think. Click here for more. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Because it's... Well, just click on something, I don't know. There's a 1 in whatever chance that whatever you happen to be clicking on is my podcast. So, just click on everything. Go through your quarantined emails, click on all the links. My podcast might be in there. I don't know. Get viruses. They build character. You need to be put up against the grindstone of life. You need to have misfortune befall you. Not me. I'm not going to do it because I don't like that. But you should do it. Alright, well, I'll see you next week. And I gotta go do something with some stuff. I gotta go manipulate objects and interact with material, so that's going to keep me busy, I think, probably the rest of my life, so better get started. See you later.